Hi guys!
Oh, it's on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, good.
So we haven't shot a YouTube video in a really long time.
Really long time.
Very hard to do because I don't know how to do it anymore.
Yes, you do.
But with that being said, we have 4 signs, 1 for a business, 3 sport signs, 2 are skylines, and 1 is a vintage sign. So we're gonna see how quick we can get through this. I have all the designs prepped on my computer. There are 3 there. We have 1 that's already cut and ready to be put together. I gotta mask the material, so we'll probably put a big table in the center, put the adhesive on it. Okay.
Okay.
To work.
Oh.
Ah! Guys, one of the hardest things about making content is your camera angles. This one's looking down because I want to get Shelby putting this one together, but also how else do you do it so you're not getting full body? It's very tough. Anyways, Shelby is going to start putting this sign together. I have this box right here. I'm going to unbox it. I got to get all the acrylic out. I'll probably start with our Premier Auto sign, which is 47 inches by about 10 tall. I'll cut that one. He did say he wanted 3D. And then after that, I have 2 skyline, and then that one should be able to be put together. My goal is to be able to mask cut while Shelby is piecing them together. One of the things I will say is I try to keep all of these style boxes because a 48-inch box is very hard to come across. And they are pretty expensive. Guys, so this is the problem. I have 3 signs and 1 sheet of 1/4-inch acrylic. Bad on my part because I should have paid attention, but such is life. I should be able to get majority of the signs or 2 of the signs on here. Maybe 3, it's going to be close, but we'll see. So now I'm going to throw this piece of acrylic in because this is a background layer for multiple of them. Normally I would use clear because clear is cheaper, but because I don't have clear, I'm using white, which is a little bit more money. Actually, it's kind of a lot more money. Okay, so part of the problem is Shelby's a very busy gal, so she's not in the office that often. She's only down here when I really need help, and I really need help right now. So basically what she did is she's taped all the background layer all the way around, and now she's going to flip the sign over, make sure these don't break, make sure these don't break, or she's going to pick up the pieces that she needs, and what she's going to do is she is going to stick them down. She's going to push everything in tight so you get a good kerf. So then what you'll do is you'll pull out this foot, you need to pull out the face, the head, the body, do everything on the inside. See how I have the heavy parts there? Because if I were to grab the light parts, the heavy parts bend in.
Yeah.
So then what we'll do is we'll set that out of the way. Now this is the tough part. So you're going to be very careful. I would start with your weak points first. In here. And remember what I said about if I pull up too hard.
Yeah, you want to do this?
You want to, nope, what are you doing? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these. I'm going to slowly wiggle at it.
Guide underneath.
Like right in there is really tight. And this is the problem is your kerf. Not necessarily the problem, but in a sense.
I don't want to get this part out. This is going to snap.
Be easy with it. Give me a second, I'll do it. And then this was where I was more concerned. So what I'll do is I'll keep that in there, that tool.
Yeah.
So then it keeps it propped up.
Before,
because it will eventually fall back in. So that's part of the problem with kerf, guys, is if you make that kerf way too tough, it is so hard to get out. And
way too tight.
That is what makes it very tough, is because if it's so tight, then you got to be extremely careful when you're putting it together like a puzzle. Because it is such a pain in the butt to do any of this. Our old machine didn't have kerf, so I couldn't adjust any of that. So it was easy to put it together because you had 0.04 or 0.08 in between each segment cut. Watch your angle here, your corner. You're missing that one. Get that one first. You need tight corners. Okay, now this one's just as hard because it is very flimsy and floppy, and she's going to kind of feed it
while pushing on the edges to make sure that
while keeping it taut.
It stays tight.
You're going to have to do that mouth because that mouth is going down.
Yep.
Work these edges for a second and kind of just make sure it's all stuck down. We don't wear the gloves because we want to be part of a glove gang. We wear them because
I don't think anybody would have thought that.
They might have thought that. You don't know that.
I don't think so.
Maybe there's a glove gang out there watching. We don't want to join you guys.
You are so weird.
So guys, we never actually use cardboard for the outside stencil.
But it's kind of cool.
But SVS Vision does a ton. What? Not SVS Vision. SVS Designs. They are out of Florida. They're not the Vision company.
That is a real place, though.
No, it is. I know. But they do, and it's cheaper than a full sheet of acrylic. With that being said, if SVS Vision wants to sponsor us, Shelby's blind as a bat.
I really am.
How's the top edge and bottom edge feel? If it feels straight,
it feels good. I mean, yeah, I taped it. If you're on your
then start sticking those down.
What about Premiere?
I'm working on cutting that. That's in black.
Oh, okay.
Guys, no matter what you do, there's always some sort of designing that has to be done the day of your jobs. I can have everything prepped as much as I can, but then I have to, like these, I did not have my holes on the design for the standoffs. There's always something to adjust, and it's not always the most cohesive because sometimes you think of things in the moment and then you're like, dang it, I got to go back and fix that before I can start putting it together or before I can cut the next piece. That's one of those situations right now. I'm going to take these two signs, I'm going to peel the top layer off, and then I'm going to set them off to the side. The big Detroit old school sign, I need to make the slide mount, and then I need to order some standoffs for this other sign. I did tell the customer I'm going to take a long piece of acrylic and basically double it up so that it has support in the back for this sign because it is 48 inches long and I only have 4 standoffs. Basically, it's going to be a strip probably about 2 inches wide and span about 12 to 20, probably 24 inches dead center so that it has support if someone leans up against the sign. Premier Automotive, or ADS. I think it came out really good. Now I'm going to peel up the other one. And then I'll get some B-roll of both, and I'll close out the video. Oh, hey. How you doing there? So that's it, guys. That is the video for today. I am going to try to start making content way more often. I had someone reach out that, in my eyes, is famous on YouTube with 176,000 subscribers, and he had 70,000 on Instagram. So his name is Rush Decanter. He has a YouTube channel himself, and he makes a ton of really awesome things. He makes sublimation signs on aluminum. I actually just referred someone to him the other day. I'll put his information in the link down here or in the bio. because he's the reason I got back into content. Because if he saw it and said, hey, videos are cool, I'm thinking about getting into acrylic, then they're getting out there to someone. It's just a matter of who and how often. Guys, if you have any questions, message me on Instagram. I will walk you through what laser I would get and which one I would not get, because I don't want to see anyone wasting money just to start a business. With that being said, guys, we will see you guys next time.